Which brings me to my next topic, my next epiphany. I have epiphanies all the time. I'm talking to my brother-in-law about quitting smoking cigarettes. And we're talking about the dynamics of how hard it is to quit and temptation and, just different aspects of struggling, being on the journey. And I was trying to explain to my brother-in-law a certain concept because I've been thinking about this a lot over the last couple months. We believe in this concept of free will, right? We believe that we have free will. So if we have free will, technically, theoretically, we should be able to make a decision and stand by it. Doesn't matter what the decision is. If I want to wake up tomorrow at 4 a.m. to go to gym, I should be able to do that without a problem. Which brings us to the subject of a good inclination and a bad inclination, because if we didn't have a bad inclination, nothing would stop us from materializing our wills. So here we see that we have a good inclination and a bad. Whatever that force within us that's split in half, where one is saying, I want to do A, but the other is saying, but I want to sleep in, but I feel lazy. Whatever that is, that good and bad, that's what holds us back. But philosophically, if you believe in free will and you believe that it can overpower anything, right? Because we believe that in Judaism, that if we really want to, we could do anything, we can make any decision that we want, and all that good stuff. That means that there exists that place, whatever spiritual place that is, it exists, it's real. So here's the crazy thing. Now when you apply these concepts and you really think into it and you apply it to trying to do something in your life, let's say quitting to smoke cigarettes, there's a way in. Because I know that when I do personal prayer, I'm under my talus and I'm connecting. I'm talking to God and I get into this certain type of connection. I'm talking to Daddy. Yo, what's up? And I start mentioning, let's say, something that I want help overcoming. So when I think into those aspects of free will and God giving us the ability to do anything that we want to, there's this certain level where I feel like a certain energy, a certain light, a certain epiphany, a certain clarity, I don't know what the right word is, where it's just like a light bulb that switches on and you say, I could do this. I'll compare it to this. You know how sometimes we want to do something, or out of the blue we get this energy, this motivation, I'm going to do something. I'll stop drinking alcohol, I'll stop smoking cigarettes, or I'll start doing something, right? There is this aspect where Hashem could just boop, and you have this energy and nothing stops you, because when you have that energy, you're doing it, right? That means that energy exists. But I think naturally, even spiritual people who pray a lot, to a certain extent, we kind of sit back and we wait for God to bestow that on us. Hashem, please help me with this. And we're kind of like waiting for Hashem to like throw that motivation onto us, that willpower. But if that willpower exists, if that power, that energy, whatever it is, if it exists, because it does, because we've felt it sometimes, the question is, are we able to tap into that as we will, as we please, as we want? Or is it something that we just have to sit back and wait? Hashem, I'm waiting for you to give me the energy. I think that with a lot of work and a lot of connection, we're able to tap into that as we will, as we please. I think it's one of the benefits of being spiritually connected. We're able to do this more and more. It takes a lot of clarity, which brings us back to when I'm under the talus and I'm asking Hashem, I want to quit smoking cigarettes, but I'm a strong person. I'm a master at self-discipline. I should be able to do it. Why am I struggling with it? And there's this certain level where you could actually feel that field of energy that usually is bestowed upon you. You could actually grab it and apply it. Of course I could quit smoking cigarettes. And I don't even have to fight it, which brings us to the next level. Let's say you understand that you could tap into this energy. This energy is such a strong energy in relation to goodwill, bad will, good inclination, bad inclination. If you're already tapping into that energy where you could do anything, it shouldn't even be a struggle. If I'm quitting to smoke cigarettes, the reason I'm talking about cigarettes is because I quit smoking years ago, and now a couple weeks before Oman, I started smoking a cigarette here and there, and then when I got to Oman, I was smoking a couple cigarettes a day, and then when I came back, I was trying to quit, and I was struggling with it a little bit, but I knew it was just a matter of time, and I'll pray to God, and I'll get rid of it, and thankfully by now I already quit, so it was just like this phase for a couple weeks. But this is why I was thinking about these concepts, like why do I feel the need to smoke? Which brought me to the next level. I already tapped into that energy. It clicked in my mind. I just left my box of cigarettes at Shul. I don't need it anymore. There was some cigarettes left in it. I'm done. I am done for now. Shouldn't even be a struggle. And that's the next level of tapping into that energy, is that it doesn't even have to be a struggle. Just think about it. You have the good inclination, bad inclination. You don't want to smoke. Now, if you don't want to smoke, and you tapped into that energy, and you're feeling it, that you have the power to do what the good inclination wants, what your will wants, and you totally subdued the bad inclination, why does it have to be a struggle? I don't want to smoke cigarettes. Why do I have to struggle after I eat and I'm full and I feel like, oh, I want that cigarette to push it down or whatever it does? Why do I have to feel that struggle? I don't. You could not only tap into that energy, you could also free yourself of that struggle. You don't have to struggle. I'm not going to smoke cigarettes, and I'm not going to struggle with fighting not to smoke cigarettes. I'm just not going to do it because I don't want to do it. It's a crazy, crazy energy to tap into, but it's doable. You have to think about it. You have to pray about it. You have to be in it, but it's there. I feel it, and you could apply it to anything. Peace and love, man.